Welcome back to Gentleman's Corner, guys. My name is David. Today I have a pipe tobacco review for you, and the pipe tobacco which I will be reviewing is this 4th Generation's 1982 Continental Blend. So before we get started, let me go ahead and just read the tin description for you. 1982's Centennial Blend celebrates our family's 100-year anniversary in the tobacco business, and I believe you will truly enjoy this mixture. The 1982 is a slow-burning mixture comprised of Golden Virginia, sweet and soft, mild black Cavendish, light burley, and blended with small plugs of Navy Flake to ease the burning. French vanilla and blackberry topping is added as a final step, creating an outstanding room note and a distinctive taste experience. Enjoy. So, 1982 from 4th Generation is produced by Erik Stokkebye of the Peter Stokkebye family. And as I said, it is the Centennial Blend to celebrate their 100-year anniversary in the tobacco business. Now, this particular tin that I am smoking, what I love about these tins is they all have the date on them. And this particular one is from 2017 October, so this is just over a year old. And I'm really looking forward to seeing. I've got another tin of a different blend from Erik Stokkebye that was from January 2016. So it is now 3 years old, and I'm excited to open it up and see how it tastes. So real quickly, I'm going to open up. I have decanted this because I've obviously been smoking it, and give it a whiff, and then we're going to take a look at the cut. First, let's see kind of what notes I'm getting from the tin note. Shake it up, get some aeration in there. Oh no, I lost some tobacco. Get back in there, get back. Okay. Okay, so right away, I'm getting a very distinct berry note. And I completely expected that because this is, a blackberry topped blend. The other thing that I'm getting is this very sweet, doughy bread, almost like a crescent roll kind of sweetness. Okay. And that's from the Golden Virginia, and a little bit from the burley. It's got a very pleasant aroma to it. So, very, very nice. I can smell the vanilla. It smells more raisiny to me than it does blackberry, but I don't have a lot of experience with blackberries. They're just not something that I regularly eat. But the smell is very promising. Now, before we go any further, let's go ahead and take a look at the cut. Alrighty, guys, so here we are looking at the cut. This is the 4th Generation 1982 Centennial Blend by Erik Stokkebye. As you can see, made in Denmark. There's the back of the tin. What I like about these tins is they actually tell you when they were made, so you know exactly how much age is on these tins without having to write it down. So, obviously, I have decanted this into a mason jar. You can see the tobacco in there. Let's go ahead and open that up and dump some of that out onto the paper here. Zoom in on that for you. So what you can see here is what they talk about on the tin, that there are these little plugs of Navy Flake all over the place. There's some twiggy bits like this, but they're not, super widespread. But you do have little nubbins like this of the Navy Flake that help it burn a little bit easier. You can see right away these bright Golden Virginias that are in here, and of course all the black Cavendish that's in here. So there's a nice little bit of Navy Flake right there. So that is what our cut looks like. So it's kind of ribbon, coarse cut, and then some flake blended in there. So there you go. All right, back to the smoke. Alrighty, guys, so now that we have seen the cut, I can talk with you a little bit about this blend. 4th Generation's 1982, produced by Erik Stokkebye. It is an aromatic. Ingredients are Golden Virginia, black Cavendish, burley, and Navy Flake, with a vanilla and blackberry topping. You can get this at pipesandcigars.com for $7.99 for a 1.4 ounce tin such as this. You can also get it at smokingpipes.com, although it is currently out of stock. I imagine it is in generally the same price range. And then Four Noggins does not carry 1982 specifically. They have the 1982 starter pack, which comes with a pipe and other accessories for a whopping $54.99 for that package, I guess is the best way to say it. Excuse me, Mr. B, go away. I know this smells delicious, but go away. Now, as I said, this is a... or as we saw when we looked at the cut, this is a mix between a ribbon rough cut and a flake, because it's got the chunks of navy flake in there to prolong the burn. Now, for the taste, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. For flavor intensity, I am giving this a 2 out of 5. The cut we just talked about, moisture, my tin when I opened it was just slightly moist. It was just above where I wanted it, and so I let it dry out in the tin for about a week, and it got down to where it needed to be, and then I jarred it up. And the mouthfeel I'm going to give a medium. You know that you smoke it, or you know that you're smoking it, but it doesn't feel oppressively thick in your mouth. The room note I'm giving a 4 out of 5. This does have a terrific room note. So I'm going to go ahead and get lit up here and then give you some live impressions of the blend as I smoke it. So let's go ahead and get lit up, and I'll see you when we're puffing away. Alrighty guys, today I'm smoking this in my Dr. Grabo Omega using my Zippo pipe lighter. So let's go ahead and just do some live tasting notes. What I have written down here is that you do get a lot of bread from the Virginia. It does taste very strongly of baked goods, which is good, but there's not a whole lot else other than that. I did give this a flavor intensity 2 out of 5. And that's because for an aromatic blend, it really doesn't have that much taste to it. I would equate this maybe more along the lines of like a Virginia Perique blend or a straight Virginia blend, where I'm getting some of the sweetness from the topping, but it's just not like pervasive. The way that the tin note would have you believe. So it's not like super flavorful in the mouth. Now, I will say the room note is very pleasant. I have smoked this with my wife present, and it's very pleasant to smell. You do get a lot of the berry and vanilla and things like that, and you smell a lot of that. But you don't so much taste it. Now, I have had on a couple of bowls, I apologize if you can hear that. There is it's like a news helicopter that is just sitting right above me. And I find it very irritating, but whatever. Anyway, I've had a couple of bowls of this pipe tobacco where, I would get, after I'd finished the bowl, I would kind of have this aftertaste of a berry kind of flavor, but it wasn't, like as I'm smoking it, this is berry, this is very berry. I don't even so much get a raisin flavor from it. But I mean, it is what it is. I can only judge a blend by how I feel about it. But I just think from a flavor standpoint, it was a great idea, but the execution fell flat just a bit. Now, from a mechanics standpoint, because there is a flake in here, I use a slightly less firm pack than I would for, say, a ribbon cut like the Dunhill blends. And I find that works best. And for the most part, I've been able to finish bowls without having any dabble in the bowl. I've had a couple of occasions where I have had dabble, and it's kind of annoying, but overall, it seems to smoke pretty consistently, pretty well. So, I mean, there are redeeming qualities about this blend. I was just very disappointed by the flavor. The room note, or the tin note, really kind of built up this expectation in me, and it sort of fell flat. So, getting to the overall rating, I think I'm going to give this a B- on an A to F scale. For the value, it's a great amount of tobacco for the price that you're paying for it. For the experience of smoking it, the mechanics work well, but the flavor is just too mild for me. It's too bland. And I know this is supposed to be a mellow smoke, but to me, if you're going to build up that we've had toppings added to this and they are all of these different flavors, then that's what I expect to taste when I'm smoking it. Is I expect to taste at least a whisper of those flavors, and I don't always get that from this blend. So that's what I'm going with, B-. I had higher hopes for this, and I hope that the next fourth generation blend that I have in my cellar is more impressive than this. So that's all I got for you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please hit like. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit subscribe. And please do hit the notification button next to the subscribe button. It looks like a little bell, and it will send you a notification anytime I upload a new video. Other than that, guys, if you would like to follow me on other social media, you can find the links to my Twitter and Instagram in the description box below. You will get the fastest updates about the channel from following either one of those, especially my Twitter account. If you would like to leave a comment, if you have had 4th Generation's 1982 and tell me what your impressions were of it, I'm always game to talk about other people's opinions of blends. Obviously, I am just one reviewer of many, and so I would love to hear all of your impressions of it so that I can get an overall idea of what people think of this blend. Other than that, guys, my name is David. This has been a Gentleman's Corner Pipe Tobacco Review. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and other than that, have a good one.